Good morning, Nabo Nation. I hope no one is tired of seeing me go live to talk about the WBC, but we have a lot of information, a lot of winners, and we will be doing this for the next at least week and a half. So I am very excited to be here. I'm honored to be able to share this information with you. Today's live will be pretty quick, but I just have a couple things that I want to go over and a couple of winners that I want to announce. And so yesterday we had our scavenger hunt, and the scavenger hunt was based on our exhibit booths and our attendees and finding answers to certain questions, and then also sharing aha moments. And we saw some really, really great aha moments, and they were all shared within the general chat of the NABO WBC virtual environment. What an awesome space that we've had to connect with each other, and we're still going strong. So exhibit booths you can still go and poke around and get all the offers that the exhibitors are offering, and as well as connect with one another. Also, you can watch the replays of all of the workshops and general sessions that we've had. So if you're like, what did Glennon Doyle say? Definitely go and check that out. Now, I also want to remind you, please, don't stream any of the content that we have. That is all, content for the WBC attendees, as well as we didn't have permission from speakers to do that, and we would never want to overstep our boundaries. And so I know no one would ever intentionally want to do that. So that's just my little reminder there, to please be mindful of that. I appreciate you. I appreciate that. So here we are. It is Friday morning. What a week we've had. I want to just share, we will definitely be sharing aha moments of the conference, but yesterday we had a very long networking time, and that was when we started the scavenger hunt, and then we all broke out into rooms, and that's kind of what we've been doing this whole week, which has been amazing, and people have really connected with one another. Two comments that really stood out to me. One was, I didn't know what to expect. I knew that I wanted to support NABO, but I didn't know what to expect. So this person showed up because they love NABO, and we appreciate that. And I know that a lot of us wear that badge. But she said, I really didn't know what to expect, and I wasn't expecting a lot. And she said the conference blew her mind. And I'm sorry, it kind of does choke me up a little bit, because how much work went into this and the hands on it. And it's like, thank you for noticing that. And not everybody knows that. I think sometimes people make, I'm sure in your business, you make things look very easy. Your clients don't always know all the work that goes into it and the extra TLC that you put into what it is that you're doing. And it's the same for NABO, I think. And so her comment just really made me feel really great. And I said, well, I am so glad that it exceeded your expectations. She said, it really did exceed my expectations. Another person said, my favorite thing about the WBC, I never miss it. Miami was my first year, and that was that was 8 years ago. That was my first conference as well. She says, I'll never miss it. And she said, my favorite part is connecting with people. So I was really worried that I was going to lose that aspect with a virtual conference. And she was very disappointed. She was really hoping that we would have the in-person. And I really appreciate everyone being so honest, because there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, nobody wanted to not be together. I think if you ask anyone, like 95% of people would say, yes, I wish we would have been in Austin, like having amazing food and, hanging out together. So it's okay to say that you wish that we were all together. There's nothing wrong with that. And she said that she also was so taken back by how many new people she met and how many connections she made. And so that's awesome. I just want to say that, it's like great, like mic drop, because that's it. Connecting is not one of the number one reasons why people attend conferences. And so I am so excited that so many of you have received that already. And I will say that I personally have attended online workshops and like 1-day conferences, nothing to this magnitude. And so I'm excited to see how the rest of the week plays out. This week at the front end has been very busy. The NABO HQ team and all of our event staff, we've had a separate conversation going, just making sure if anybody needed anything, and making sure that we're all moving and working, and so it's just been a very hands-on week, and then at the same time attending sessions. So, and I'm going like this because if you saw a message that I posted in our NABO general chat, I showed my command center in my living room. So we all had a lot of devices going, no doubt. And I'm sure you were all multitasking, having, your businesses and all of that. So awesome. Thank you so much for being present. And we have someone on Facebook saying, it was amazing. Thank you for helping us connect, collaborate, and empower each other. So, so, so awesome. And I want to get permission. So I'm not going to share it right now, but one of our members really summed up NABO in 2020. So that's a little teaser. I'm going to reach out to her today, get her permission so I can share that with you on Monday. And so let me go ahead and tell you our two winners, our scavenger hunt winner. So the scavenger hunt, that was a whole tangent from the scavenger hunt. The scavenger hunt we did yesterday, and we gave everybody equal opportunity. So you had up until 10 p.m. Eastern time last night to get all your entries in. And we've had many, many, many people do every single question and an aha moment for every single booth. So thank you so much for showing up. And thank you so much for really supporting the exhibitors. And as a matter of fact, because of the scavenger hunt, I went into the Miss Jet Setter exhibit booth and I bought her 3-pack of makeup bags and a jewelry bag. Because I can't wait to travel frequently again. And that will be my set that I take. So thank you. Morning, Amy. So here we are. And the winner of the scavenger hunt. So again, they had to answer questions. There was a question for every booth, and there were 40 booths. And I believe there were 40 booths. And then an aha moment. So you had you had double the chances to win if you did both. And the winner of that contest, Carolina Aponte, won. And guess what she wins? She wins a ticket to the WBC in New Orleans next year, 2021, and 2 nights hotel stay. So that's pretty amazing. So you have a wonderful prize waiting for you, Carolina. And we will be in touch with that information. So congratulations and thank you for all your hard work. And, I went through the aha moments. And people really shared an aha moment from these exhibit booths. So that was really fun to see. And I learned something just from reading the aha moment. So I think a lot of people did. Okay, so let's see here. Amy says, I bookmarked all the shopping sites. Yay, awesome. Yeah, there were some really great ones. Yes, a very fantastic prize. Awesome. Okay, the second prize is for the social media influencer of the conference. So this one is a little tricky, right? Because we have a lot of people posting. We have a lot of people reposting and sharing in their stories and sharing on LinkedIn and on Facebook. And I will tell you, I have been in this business for a while now. And I will say that the top two places where women business owners are most engaged are Facebook and Instagram. So if that's something that you need for your research, then now you know. Yes, LinkedIn is super important, and we definitely have engagement there. But women business owners spend more time on Facebook and Instagram. So take that and use it however you can. So the winner of the Social Media Influencer Award, and they will be receiving a desk plate, a clear desk plate that says Social Media Influencer, hashtag NABOWBC 2020. And they will also be receiving a Southwest round trip voucher for a flight. And that winner is Julie Bogart. Julie, you will be receiving your prize as well, probably today or maybe Monday. And I just want to thank everyone for all of the amazing social media posts. Can I just tell you that together, all of our social media posts, our hashtag reached 1.6 million impressions. And what that means is, we definitely together broaden the reach of NABO, and we continue to do this every year. I will say that we can get that to like 4 million. I know I was so impressed by what people were taking pictures of, because it's like, you're not in this cool city where you're taking pictures of all the sites. You're in your living room looking at your computer day after day. But so many of you really showed up. And actually, here in the comments, we have Amy Graves and Megan Harity, who also had a very big showing in our social media influencer contest, if you will. And so it's not surprising that they're sitting here on the Facebook Live watching it. So awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And NABO appreciates you. That's one way that you can give back to NABO, is in your social media, presence, by posting, by sharing. Like, that is a huge benefit and such an awesome way to give back to the organization that you care about. So here we are. And thank you everyone for being so gracious. I just love this community so much. So here on the screen, you see a Tory Burch tote bag, which I don't know about you, but I love a good tote bag that will tote around all of my things. And then you see a second picture with these beautiful NABO scarves. And I'm sure you all have seen people wear the scarves. Maybe you have some of the scarves. So how do you win these? And you guys might be thinking, how in the world are you running so many contests? We have a lot of contests running because we know that it's fun to win. And so we're making everything a game. So how do you win the Tory Burch bag? How do you win the 7 scarves? Okay, this is how you win. To be entered to win, you make your donation to the NABO Institute. What's the difference between NABO and the NABO Institute? Very good question. So the NABO Institute is the the nonprofit side of NABO, okay? And through the Institute, NABO is building a place where women business owners can go to learn how to grow and start businesses. If you've noticed in past years, we have worked with different countries to help other women in other parts of the world. We help women right here in our nation. And this is the arm where we can really help and build out education and opportunities, possibly, in the future, grants and a place where people can, do all sorts of things to grow and launch their businesses. So the Institute is a very important piece of NAWBO. And NAWBO National this is where we're members. We're members of this organization and we have chapters but the Institute, you don't belong to the Institute, but it's part of who we are. The Institute you actually already have access to. There's already programming there for members, and there's also some for non-members. If you remember during COVID, our CEO and our national board came to the table in March. This is another comment we've been getting all week is I cannot believe how fast NAWBO pivoted. I know people don't like that word, but what other word is there? To virtual programming when COVID struck. And I'm actually going to. Megan Harity says the Institute is a very cool resource. Great benefit. Awesome, Megan. Thank you so much for saying that. So people couldn't believe how fast that NAWBO pivoted and had so much online programming. Now, most of what we do is for members only, of course, right? Because we do have these member benefits. But our CEO, Jen Earl, and the amazing NAWBO National Board, and probably the Institute Board, said, now in the predicament that we are in, we want to make this programming, at least for the next few months, available to all women. And so with that, we were able to, like all of our programming, we just allowed anyone to join us online, workshops, speakers. And if you were a part of any of those, then you got so much out of it. And now all of that content, all of those workshops, the replays are inside of the Institute. So you can go back and replay. So if you are not a member, you definitely want to join NAWBO because we have a lot of elevated experiences for our members. But there are some things that you can do in there as a non-member. But if you go to nawbo.org, inside of the show notes is the place where you go to donate. So make your donation there. The first, we'll do a raffle. We'll do the drawing at the end of the conference. And the first prize is the tote bag, and the second prize is the 7 scarves. So that is very exciting. But if you want to access the Institute so you can even see what it is, you can go to nawbo.org and follow the prompts to go into the Institute. You'll see it's a virtual environment. It's like you're walking into a networking hall, almost like you are right here in our WBC conference. So take a look, explore, because you might be surprised what you find and what can help you in your business. And so that's why it's there. The one thing that you can always bet on with NAWBO is that we're always moving forward as members, as an organization, as chapters, and staying true to the mission to propel women entrepreneurs. So I want to thank you all for joining me here. I said this is going to be a short Facebook Live, and look, here we are at 19 minutes. Thank you so much for being here today. Congratulations to all our winners. We still have prizes to give away. We will still be giving out prizes throughout this extended portion of the conference. And again, I just want to thank you for your graciousness, all your kind words, and thank you so much. Have an awesome weekend.